Jesus? I do not know, because Christ never specifically addressed the issue. But the Bible makes 5 points that apply to your excellent question. First point, God's character is good. Nobody's getting ripped off, in other words. All of us will be judged uniquely, fairly, and justly. Second point, nobody's going to hell because of ignorance. Nobody's going to hell because of a low IQ, because they were stupid and made a mistake. Nobody. The only reason people are going to hell is because they choose to live their life separate from God. And on the day of judgment, God will look them in the face and say, your will be done. You wanted to live your life separate from me? I'm not going to force you to spend eternity together with me in heaven. You will spend eternity separate from me in hell. Third point, the Bible insists there are going to be a lot of people in heaven who never heard the word Jesus. Hebrews chapter 11 lists some of these people by name. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Rahab, a Gentile prostitute, obviously never heard the word Jesus. They were born hundreds of years before him. But in humility, they put their faith in God, and they'll be in heaven. Fourth point, the only reason they'll be in heaven, the only reason any of us will be in heaven, Jesus insisted, is because he bled and died on a cross to absorb the penalty for human sin, human wrongdoing. In other words, none of us are going to be in heaven because we did more good than evil. None of us are going to be in heaven because we were good old boys or decent ladies. Because none of us are good as God defines good. We all are in desperate need of his forgiveness. And the way God offers us his forgiveness is through the death of his son Jesus on a cross. Fifthly and finally, although I do not know specifically how God will judge those who've never heard about Jesus, I do know that all of us here have more than ample opportunity to read the Gospels, just look at the evidence for ourselves. You and I, all of us, are definitely responsible for what we do at Jesus. Thanks. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry if I misunderstood you. So you're saying if you think something that's a sin?
I'm sorry?
If you think something like about murdering someone, is that considered a sin
Good.
then?
Great question. If I hate you, that's a sin. If I hate your guts, that's a sin. If I lust after a woman, that's a sin. Because basically it's saying, this is trash. And the woman's a sex object that you can use to get a vicarious thrill. And God says, no, this is not trash. This is a man created in the image of God. And a woman is not a sex object. She's not a Barbie doll. She's a human being with